What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seat. Alright, now there is a game that I actually do want to see remade or reimagined on the Nintendo Switch, and that is the original Redsteel. Yes, my guy, Redsteel. Now you're probably saying, what? Redsteel wasn't even that good of a game. Yeah, you're right. You're damn right. It wasn't. But the potential that game had, it had the potential to be an amazing game. It's just that that didn't happen. Now, Redsteel 2 was a much better game, but fans of the first game like myself, most of us weren't really feeling the new setting. Wish that they had stuck with the old setting, the old similar story, because wow, with Redsteel 2, they finally got the controls down. The game looked great, ran at a frame rate that was actually higher than any game that was released that generation on consoles. For all you frame rate counters out there, that game actually ran anywhere from 60 to 85 frames per second on the Wii. And if you don't believe me, you can ask the head producer or the head producer on For Honor, because he's the one that made that game. Anyway, so yeah, Redsteel 2 was a much better game than Redsteel 1, but Redsteel 1 was a much more interesting game. Now, before I made a video a couple years ago, a few years ago actually, about how I wanted to see sequels to Redsteel and No More Heroes on the Wii U. But admittedly, I knew that crap wasn't going to happen because the main controller for the Wii U was the Wii U gamepad. And yeah, these games were designed for pretty much a nunchuck and Wiimote style controller. So you're not going to have the sequel or reimagining of games that are based around motion control for a controller that's not really motion control based. That's stupid, right? So we've already seen with the introduction of the Nintendo Switch with the Joy-Con controllers, these are pretty much the next gen, or can be used as the next gen Wiimote and nunchuck, right? Like taken to the max. And you already saw that Suda51 has already pretty much announced a No More Heroes title for the Switch, and he's excited for the potential use of the Joy-Cons and HD Rumble, which makes this a prime time for a remake of the original Redsteel. Ubisoft has the chance to make the game that they wanted to make, the game that it was supposed to be, the game that we thought it was going to be. Okay, imagine Redsteel 1 with up-to-date graphics, with a decent frame rate, HD Rumble, and one-to-one motions. What? That would be freaking amazing. And you're probably saying, well, why won't you just want a new game, Trey? Well, one, getting a new game in the Redsteel series after the sales of the second one is kind of like a risk anyway, and a reach. So to simplify that risk factor, you go with a game that already has the gameplay and the story laid out for you, so they could just work on making the game better. Now, Redsteel 1 had a ton of potential, and it was held back mostly by the controls. And back in the day, we wanted that game to be good so bad that we were defending those crappy controls, but admittedly, that was the first game of its kind, so we didn't know if it was crappy or if we just sucked. And we went with, well, you know what? We're just not used to it. We suck. And then Metroid Prime 3 came out, and then we was like, oh, wait, no, that wasn't us. That was them. Those controls sucked. There were still some people back in the day that were still defending the controls, like Josh Thomas of BitBlock. Back in the day, he was actually going at it with Matt Casamassina of IGN. Matt got mad and banned that dude, and he left, never came back, and started BitBlock. And I guess the rest was history. But anyway, enough of that Dr. Trey trivia. So yeah, Redsteel 1 Remake for the Switch. HD Rumble 1-to-1. Yeah. Japanese Yakuza setting. Unreal Engine 4. Real in-game cutscenes and not no paintings that look like they were done up by a 10-year-old in 15 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Make it happen, Ubisoft. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you be interested in a Redsteel 1 for the Switch that's actually good? Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow the doc on Twitter. That's it.